Propaganda is the spreading of information in support of a cause. The word propaganda is often used in a negative sense, especially for politicians who make false claims to get elected or spread rumors in an effort to push a particular agenda or get their way. The information is not objective with a primary use to influence an audience, often by presenting facts selectively to encourage a particular synthesis or perception, or using loaded language to produce an emotional rather than a rational response. It is often associated with material prepared by governments, activist groups, companies, and the media. In recent weeks, the American people have been bombarded with massive amounts of propaganda from the weaponized mainstream media in a barrage of heart-rending images and sound bites. Much of it has been out of context, and some has been outright lies. Photos of a crying little boy in a cage began circulating on social media as another byproduct of the Trump administration's heartless zero-tolerance immigration policy, which separates illegal migrant children from their illegal migrant parents at the border. Many of those sharing the picture claim the image depicted a boy detained by ICE under the new Trump administration policy of referring all people who cross the border illegally for criminal prosecution. Trending: Trump just cancelled backstabbing Congress's fancy picnic, has priceless plan for all the food. Among those that shared the photo was journalist and filmmaker Jose Antonio Vargas. Vargas posted the photo last week on social media platform Twitter with the caption, "This is what happens when a government believes people are illegal. Kids in cages. This is what happens when a government believes people are illegal. Kids in cages. Pic.twitter.com OANVR9CL3P Jose Antonio Vargas, at Jose's writing, June 12, 2018. The photo was liked some 38.3K times with more than 30,000 comments on Twitter alone. Adding Facebook, there were even more. Except as even CNN contends this photo is completely out of context and is not showing what it claims to show. When even fake news CNN calls you out for out of context info, it is an issue of some significance. The picture was actually taken during a June 10 protest conducted by the Brown Berets de Seminahuac, Texas chapter against the current White House zero-tolerance immigration policies at Dallas City Hall. Then there is Time magazine cover. Time magazine used a viral image of a sobbing 2-year-old Honduran child snapped by Pulitzer Prize-winning photographer John Moore alongside a towering Donald Trump for its Welcome to America cover illustration. The cover seems to ask the question, what sort of country are we, as it tries its level best to place blame for America's current immigration policies on all Americans, and more specifically on President Trump himself. Moore told Time of the photograph, "This one was tough for me. As soon as it was over, they were put into a van. I had to stop and take deep breaths. All I wanted to do was pick her up. But I couldn't." The little girl is 2-year-old Yanelo Denise Hernandez from Puerto Cortez, Honduras. She became the face of the child separation crisis after she was photographed crying in McAllen, Texas, as Border Control agents searched her mother, Sandra. Time was recently forced to issue a correction to the story, calling it misstated. The correction reads at the bottom of their cover story, "The original version of this story misstated what happened to the girl in the photo after she'd taken from the scene. The girl was not carried away screaming by U.S. Border Patrol agents. Her mother picked her up and the two were taken away together." Her father, Dennis Javier Varela Hernandez, spoke out after seeing her picture, explaining that his wife and daughter were never separated by Border Control agents and remained together.